Hi students, this is Srinivas, Department of Botany. This video was shooted with cell phone camera, so I request you to use your earphones. Okay, thank you. In the previous class, I explained about endosperm and seed, that is dicot seed and monocot seed. Today, I like to explain apomixis, polyembryony, parthenocarpy. One by one, I will explain. Okay, let's start. Apomixis. What is that? Apomixis. This is the ovule. One of the nuclear cell converts into megaspore mother cell. MMC means megaspore mother cell. Ploidy is 2n. As nucleus is 2n, one of the nuclear cells is converted into megaspore mother cell, which is diploid in nature. Normally, this megaspore mother cell undergoes reduction division and form 4 megaspores. Out of 4 megaspores, 3 megaspores are degenerated and 1 megaspore is functional. This one functional megaspore, which is haploid, later it undergoes free nuclear divisions and form embryo sac, which is haploid in nature. Why all the cells of embryo sac are haploid in nature? Because it is preceded by meiosis. But here what happens means this megaspore mother cell does not undergo reduction division, does not undergo meiosis. This megaspore mother cell, without undergoing reduction division or without undergoing meiosis, the embryo sac is formed. The megaspore mother cell is diploid, that's why the embryo sac is also diploid. As embryo sac is diploid means the egg cell is also diploid. Egg cell is also diploid. So this is diploid egg cell. Diploid embryo sac is formed without reduction division or without meiosis. As embryo sac is diploid, diploid egg cell is formed. So, as diploid egg cell is formed, there is no need for fusing of male gamete with this egg cell. Initially it is diploid egg cell here. So, this diploid egg cell undergoes mitotic divisions and form diploid embryo, which is diploid in nature. So, here there is no fertilization occurring, without fertilization. So, formation of diploid embryo from unfertilized female gamete. Egg cell is called female gamete as there is no occurrence of fertilization. So, formation of diploid embryo from unfertilized female gamete is called parthenogenesis. What is that? Parthenogenesis. As parthenogenesis occurs, this ovule will convert into seed. Formation of seed without fertilization is called apomixis. So what points you have to remember here? Parthenogenesis is an event of apomixis. What is parthenogenesis? Formation of diploid embryo from unfertilized female gamete is called parthenogenesis. Formation of seed without fertilization is called apomixis. So, once again I am saying, this is ovule, this is nucleus, which is diploid in nature. One of the nuclear cells converts into megaspore mother cell. This megaspore mother cell converts into embryo sac, which is diploid in nature. As embryo sac is diploid, egg cell is also diploid. This egg cell is diploid, so there is no need to fuse with male gamete. That means without fertilization, this egg cell develops into embryo which is diploid in nature. Here there is no need of fertilization, no need of meiosis. So that is formation of embryo or organism from unfertilized female gamete or unfertilized egg cell is called parthenogenesis. What is that? Parthenogenesis. Formation of seed without fertilization is called apomixis. See, formation of diploid embryo from diploid egg cell without fertilization is called parthenogenesis. Formation of seed without fertilization is called apomixis. Dear students, try to remember, formation of seeds without fertilization is called apomixis. Formation of embryo or organism without fertilization of egg cell or unfertilized female gamete is called parthenogenesis. As parthenogenesis occurs, apomixis occurs. So parthenogenesis is an event of apomixis. Why does this happens means it is dependent on genes. It is dependent on genes. That means it is a genetical character. There is no fusion of male gamete with egg cell. So that means no fertilization. No fertilization means no pollination. So it is independent of pollination and fertilization. But it is dependent on genes. It is dependent on genes. As there is no fusion of male and female gametes, this apomixis is a kind of asexual reproduction, non-sexual reproduction. There is no fusion of gametes here. So this is a kind of asexual reproduction that mimics sexual reproduction. Mimics means looks like. So apomixis is a kind of asexual reproduction. True. Apomixis is a kind of sexual reproduction. Wrong. So try to remember these points. Apomixis found in some species of Asteraceae and grasses. Some species of Asteraceae and grasses. See, formation of seeds without fertilization is called apomixis. What is the reason for occurrence of apomixis? Because the diploid egg cell is formed without reduction division and develops into embryo without fertilization. Where does this apomixis occurs? In which plants? Some species of Asteraceae and grasses. Formation of embryo or formation of organism from unfertilized female gamete or egg cell is called parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis is an event of apomixis. Apomixis is a kind of asexual reproduction. Don't say sexual reproduction. That mimics means looks like, that mimics sexual reproduction. Apomixis is a kind of asexual reproduction that mimics sexual reproduction. Apomixis is dependent on genes, but it is independent on pollination and fertilization. Fertilization and pollination. Pollination and fertilization are not necessary. Pollination and fertilization are not necessary. What are the, now I want to tell about advantages of apomictic hybrid seeds. Advantages of apomictic hybrid seeds or advantages of hybrid seeds of apomictic seeds. Farmers do not buy the apomictic hybrid seeds every year. That means farmers do not buy these apomictic seeds every year. What is the reason? Because as there is no pollination, as there is no fertilization in apomictic seeds, there will be no segregation of characters. Segregation means separation. There is no separation of characters. The original plant should possess some desirable characters. If pollination fertilization occurs means there will be the segregation of characters as fertilization occurs. So here there is no fertilization means no segregation of characters, no separation of characters. That is absence of characters, absence of segregation of characters occurs in apomictic hybrid seeds. So this is the reason. No segregation of characters, absence of segregation of characters. That is the reason the farmers do not buy the apomictic hybrid seeds every year. Farmers can use apomictic hybrid seeds to raise the new crop year after year. The same seeds should be used by the farmers year after year. That's why these apomictic seeds are very important for commercial purpose also. So farmers can use these apomictic hybrid seeds to raise the new crop year after year. Normal seeds, normal hybrid seeds can buy the farmer every year. That means normal hybrid seeds are too cost, too expensive. So these are the disadvantages of cultivating hybrid seeds. That is, so don't confuse my dear students. These are disadvantages of hybrid seeds. These are advantages of apomictic hybrid seeds. So that means apomictic hybrid seeds are different from hybrid seeds. That point you have to remember. Apomictic hybrid seeds are different from hybrid seeds. These are the advantages of apomictic hybrid seeds. These are the disadvantages of hybrid seeds. The progeny plants developed from seeds of hybrid crops will segregate characters and do not maintain hybrid characters. Why? Because why the characters will segregate here means normal hybrid seeds, when the plants grow up, pollination occurs and fertilization occurs. Fertilization means fusion occurs between male gamete and female gamete. So there will be the segregation of characters in hybrid seeds. So in hybrid seeds, characters will segregate. That point you have to remember. Whereas in apomictic hybrid seeds, characters will not segregate. That is the important point, my dear students. Try to remember. Hybrid seeds have to be produced every year. Hybrid seeds have to be produced every year. Production of hybrid seeds is too cost. That means the farmer has to buy the seeds every year. That's why too cost or too expensive or very expensive. Please note down all these points, my dear students. Now I want to explain polyembryony. Poly means many, embryony means embryos. That is, presence of more than one embryo in a seed is called polyembryony. Now look at these diagrams, my dear students. This is the ovule, and inside the ovule nucellus is present, which is diploid in nature. Nucellus is diploid. Generally, one of the nucellar cell converts into embryo sac. One of the nucellar cell converts into megaspore mother cell. That megaspore mother cell undergoes reduction division and form 4 megaspores. Out of 4 megaspores, 3 megaspores are degenerated. Only 1 megaspore is functional. That one functional megaspore later develops into embryo sac by undergoing many free nuclear divisions, that is 7 free nuclear divisions. Actual correct concept 7. In our NCERT syllabus, 3 free nuclear divisions. Inside the ovule, nucellus is present, which is diploid in nature. This embryo sac is haploid. Embryo sac is haploid. These nucellar cells, see, some cells of nucellus undergo many mitotic divisions. Here I have taken 3 nucellar cells. These 3 nucellar cells undergo many mitotic divisions. So multicellular structures, multicellular units are formed inside the embryo sac. These multicellular structures protrude into the embryo sac. These multicellular structures enter into the embryo sac. See, entering, entered. The multicellular structures or units which had entered into the embryo sac are developed into embryos. Now what we have to remember here, this embryo sac is having how many embryos? Is there one embryo or many embryos? Many embryos. Normal embryo means this egg cell is fused with male gamete. That is not important here. Inside the embryo sac, more than one embryo is present. So this is polyembryony. Presence of more than one embryo or presence of many embryos in a seed is called polyembryony. See, formation of more than one embryo in a seed is called polyembryony. Some cells of nucellus or some nucellar cells or some cells surrounding the embryo sac. The tissue present surrounding the embryo sac is nucellus. Those cells divides and protrude into the embryo sac. This polyembryony is found in citrus, mango, allium, cycas. Cycas belongs to gymnosperm. In gymnosperms also polyembryony is found. So what are the examples of polyembryony? Citrus, mango, allium, cycas. Allium belongs to family Liliaceae. Cycas belongs to group gymnosperms. In polyembryony, the ploidy of embryos developed from nucellus are, here the embryos are developed from which part? Nucellus, isn't it? As nucellus is diploid, the ploidy of embryos developed from nucellus are diploid in nature. The ploidy of embryos developed from nucellus are diploid. Why these embryos are diploid? Nucellus is diploid, so embryos are diploid. So in some cases, these are synergids. What is the ploidy of synergid? synergid ploidy is haploid. This synergid also divides into many pieces, and many pieces later developed into many embryos inside the embryo sac. Like that, these are antipodals. Ploidy of antipodals, haploid. These antipodals also divide into many pieces and later developed into many embryos. As antipodals are haploid, the ploidy of embryos developed from antipodals are haploid. As synergids are haploid, the ploidy of embryos developed from synergids are haploid. So try to remember these points, my dear students. The ploidy of embryos developed from nucleus are diploid. Why we are saying diploid? Nucleus is diploid, so embryos developed from nucleus are diploid. The ploidy of embryos developed from synergids are haploid. Why haploid? Synergid ploidy is haploid. So embryo ploidy is haploid. Antipodals, ploidy, haploid. So the embryos developed from antipodals are haploid. These points are very, very important, my dear students. Please note down all these points. Now, I want to explain parthenocarpy. What is that? Parthenocarpy. That means formation of fruits without fertilization. So in parthenocarpy also fertilization does not occur. Formation of fruits without fertilization is called parthenocarpy. In parthenocarpy, which structures are formed? Fruits. With fertilization or without fertilization? Without fertilization. Parthenocarpic fruits are seedless fruits. These are nothing but seedless fruits. That means parthenocarpic fruits do not contain seeds. So parthenocarpic fruits are seedless fruits. That means they do not contain seeds. This parthenocarpy may be induced or natural. It may be natural or induced. Natural parthenocarpy in banana, that is Mimosa paradisiaca. Induced parthenocarpy found in grapes, that is grape vine. What are the examples of parthenocarpy? That is banana, grapes. In these two plants, if parthenocarpy occurred means there are no seeds but fruits are present. It is applied for commercial production of seedless fruits. We have to say seedless fruits. Parthenocarpy occurs means seedless fruits are obtained. If parthenocarpy occurs, there is of no use in which fruit? Parthenocarpy is of no use in which fruit? That means you have to say pomegranate. Why? Because in this fruit, the edible part is integument. Around the ovule, integument is present. That integument is fleshy. What we eat in pomegranate is integument. So, parthenocarpy is of use in banana, grapes. Parthenocarpy is of no use in pomegranate. Which hormone induces parthenocarpy in tomato? That means auxins. This point will come in plant growth and development topic. So, which hormones induce parthenocarpy in tomato? Auxins. Auxins induce parthenocarpy in tomato. So try to remember all these points. Now I would like to recall these points. Try to remember, these are very, very important points. Formation of embryo or formation of organism without fertilization from unfertilized female gamete is called parthenogenesis. In parthenogenesis, which one is formed? Embryo is formed or organism is formed without fertilization. Formation of embryo without fertilization is called parthenogenesis. Formation of seeds without fertilization is called apomixis. Formation of seeds without fertilization is called apomixis. Formation of fruits without fertilization is called parthenocarpy. In parthenocarpy, which structures are formed? Fruits. In apomixis, which structures are formed? Seeds. In these three cases, without fertilization only. That means fertilization does not occur. Formation of more than one embryo in a seed or presence of many embryos in a seed is called polyembryony. My dear students, please note down all these points. Thank you very much for watching this video, and we will meet in the next class.